To Jank Brews, where we brew Jank and play it in Magic the Gathering Arena, standard ranked. We're right now hanging out in the middle of Diamond, and we're coming at you with a Light Up the Night deck that we're calling Red Light District. Playing a full play set of Light Up the Night, which is a sorcery that deals X damage to any target, dealing X plus 1 damage instead of that target is a creature or planeswalker. It has flashback, allowing us to grab loyalty counters from our planeswalkers. We'll move on to them next because we're playing a decent number. We've got a couple of Chandra Dress to Kill, helps us ramp, maybe soak up some damage, give us some of those loyalty counters. We've got a Jaya Fiery Negotiator, I think another criminally underplayed card in Standard. Most of the effects here are likely to see some play. Probably the least likely would be choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack with Jaya, or whenever you attack this turn, Jaya will deal damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature. But every once in a while we'll use that. And we've got Koth, Fire of Resistance. Really pairs well with Light Up the Night and some of the limitations of these mid-range red decks in that it can remove creatures that are burn damage is too small for, and helps us keep lands in hand so we can get big Light Up the Nights and, of course, cast our final planeswalker, Chandra Hope's Beacon. So clearly the aim here is to use Light Up the Night in combination with Chandra Hope's Beacon, either just paying X with mana and using her static ability of whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it, choose new targets for the copy. We can add mana to our mana pool to further the X of Light Up the Night. And sometimes just having a Light Up the Night in the yard and plussing to 7 with another planeswalker in play is GG's. It's you can get 20 damage that way rather easily. So beyond the planeswalkers and Light Up the Night, we've got a little suite of the typical burn spells. I think it's worthy of considering the exile version of this because we're not usually using Play with Fire to the Dome. We don't care tons about scrying that often. So if you're working on a less janky version of this, or you happen to like it, you may want to consider, I forget the name of the card, but deals 2 damage and exiles the creature. We've got Lightning Strike in here, a single copy of Brotherhood's End, a single copy of Burn Down the House. These are obviously a little bit nombos with our planeswalkers, so when possible, we want to use the create 3 devil creature tokens, maybe even double it with Chandra. And Brotherhood's End, we typically want to bait our opponents into rather than burning out our own planeswalkers, or just sometimes we really have to do it. We've got a single copy of Glittering Stockpile, because this is Jank Brews and I want to play it. We've got a copy of Celestus, another way to just kind of get bigger faster. On the creature front, we've got Charming Scoundrels and Riveteers Requisitioners in full play sets. Here we're either looking to have a treasure token to allow us to play one of our 4 mana cost planeswalkers on turn 3. All of these options are likely to be useful in this deck. Sometimes you're top decking, so discarding a card and then drawing a card could be great. Wicked Roll, if we end up against control and we want to be a little bit more aggressive, can be useful. Same idea with Riveteers Requisitioner. They're either intended to gum up the board and accelerate our planeswalker plan, or they can be aggressive as a 3/1. Sardian Cliffstomper, just a 2 of here. Every once in a while, this card is good, but it's probably the jankiest card in the deck, and that it's susceptible to all sorts of removal. It doesn't do a great job of blocking, but we'll see what we can do with it. If we can make any progress in Diamond with Red Light District, find out soon enough. Land's pretty straightforward here. Field of Ruin for those restless lands, some of which are a problem for us, particularly the green-black one. I think one of them has Trample too. Both of those would be problematic for us. So having a couple of Field of Ruins is nice. And let's get to it. Viper Shark. Opponent number 1. This is not the greatest hand in the world, but it's lands and spells, and this is Jank Brews, so I think we're gonna roll with it. Don't hate seeing play with fire here, given that our opponent is either on some sort of jank like we are, or they're on the typical mono red deck from standard. I don't know how good our matchup is here. I imagine that deck is overall better than this one, win rate wise, but Lizard Blades is not what I expected. This is some Jank Brew. I approve. We're going to go ahead and burn that off while we have the opportunity. And sure, I guess we'll take a quick win. Underdog. Like that. Again, lands and spells would like to have a tiny bit of removal here. On the play does allow us to get Jaya down on turn 3 potentially. So we're gonna keep this and hope we just don't get bowled over. Play tap land and do nothing. Okay, that's probably not what we want to see. Yeah, so back to what we expected to be playing last game, actual mono red. It's going to make this play a little bit harder. Tempted to just play Chandra Dress to kill next turn, but we're going to see if we can get Jaya to survive. Yeah. Yep. We're not going to block literally anything with Charming Scoundrel here because we want to have Charming Scoundrel available to protect Planeswalkers. We should at least be grateful we're on the play here. Sawblade Scamp. Interesting. So I would have probably blocked this Sawblade Scamp. Let's see. So we're going to have a lot of action coming Jaya's way if we play Jaya here. So I'm actually leaning away from it. And I hate to do that, but these guys will get pumped by the removal spell that they use to get Charming Scoundrel and or the Jaya token. So I think we're going to have Chandra dressed to be killed. See what I did there? And burn out the Sawblade Scamp while we have the mana available. And then we're going to hold back Charming Scoundrel. I don't know that we're going to block. It sort of depends on what they do. I don't know that I care if Chandra Dress to Kill gets killed. It would be nice to keep her around, but I'd rather protect these other Planeswalkers. So if they give us an opportunity to just trade a card for a card, cool. If they are using a spell on Charming Scoundrel is also fine with us. It'd be awesome if they like literally just can't kill Chandra Dress to Kill, but they send all the damage at her. Yeah, that's oof. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, this isn't looking great for us. At present, we're probably just trying to buy time. Hope they don't run anything great out here. Runs result. That's kind of rough. Don't send the scamp. I think I am going to block here. Don't want him to lightning strike off Jaya that easily. Thermo Alchemists. Yeah, this is going to be tough for us unless we can get a little gas. So I could go looking for gas. This guy's... It's not who I thought it was, actually. He gets to play these the next turn, too. What do you hit those off of? Ren's Resolve? Any of your next turn. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But we're going to go ahead and make a monk. We're going to play this Riveteers Requisitioner. Hopefully we can get to a point where Chandra could stabilize us. We're going to need something, though. Obviously, we need another land or for Riveteers Requisitioner to die. But we could use like a lightning strike or something that's going to allow us to plus Chandra and remove things from the board. Just instant sorcery. Okay, so it doesn't trigger off of Mana faces Kakazan. I don't really have a way to gain life in this deck either, so... Gotta worry about our life total with Thermo Alchemist and Sawblade Scamp out. And it kind of sucks that these etchings will prevent Riveteers Requisitioner from getting the treasure token. But I think I'm still going to block one anyway, otherwise we lose Jaya to that bolt. Or at least trading off a card. I'm assuming the bolt's either got to go for me or is got to go for... Well, I mean, maybe I should have blocked them both. He's going to use both of these and finish off Jaya. Which means we're going to have a hard time stabilizing with Chandra. Probably a play mistake on my side. For not just chumping off the other etching.
All right, I'm done.
I'm gonna go ahead and blow up one of these Mistress Foundries while I know I have the mana. Well, we're casting Chandra here regardless. I think the play is -2, get this and this, see if we can survive the next turn. And I guess alternatively I could plus, looking for things to cast next turn, go into 6. They're at least going to have all these... This guy can't attack. I think I'm just gonna remove a couple. I hope they draw nothing. If they just draw a mountain, I guess this Kamana doesn't flip yet anyway, so. Should be able to chump off a Mistress Foundry. There's no... Somebody questions whether I even want to do that. If he's got another Kamana faces Kakazan, I'll be upset. But I think we've got to be a little be a little risky here.
Back off, creep.
I guess you could just have shock or something too. But yeah, we gotta take a little risk. Especially looking at that now. We gotta take a risk. Let's look at the top 5 and see if we can find something. There's only 13 instants and sorceries in this deck. But that is exactly what we want to see from them. So we're going to go, shoot. We can't quite win here, but we can win the next turn, probably. If we don't die. Definitely the play is... Oh, can I only play one of them? That might be... Yeah, this is still the best play. Otherwise, Chandra just dies. Following turn, very probably. Now, it's annoying that Kamano faces Kakazan will flip and put us in a position where these guys won't do their damage. Part of me wants to just do a little bashing. Try to get him down just a hair, because we're pretty close to being able to kill him altogether. Yeah. 16 is probably where we want to be. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we can hit... well, I forgot that. We'd have to draw it rather than exiling it off the top of Chandra. But... What we don't want them to draw is any sort of just burn spell to kill Chandra. Yeah, so we're going to go here, and here, and here. Yeah. All in on Chandra. Really unfortunate that we don't get triggers, but... Okay, so we're back to doing the same thing, exiling the top 5. Okay, we got a lightning strike. I kind of feel like I'm sending those at the dome. So the end of your next turn, you can cast into sorcery spells. So we're gonna run out Cliffstomper. We'll probably wait to decide what to do with Lightning Strike to see what they have. But Cliffstomper does provide a bit of a clock, which is nice because we're on one. Snap block. Sure. Question is, do I start removing some of these guys? Or do I just go straight for the dome? The fact that both of them have 4 toughness is annoying. Our removal can't deal with that without using basically the double up version. Underdog is deep in the tank here, guys. Oh, gets the lightning strike. This changes things. From 8. I think we're still going to try to win. We're in a race. I don't know how wise that is, but... that probably helps. So let's see. Well, I mean, do I want to let him know first? I mean, I'm bashing here no matter what. Yeah. I'd rather him not know what's up. Like, if they top deck Lightning Strike, I think we're going to just look at our top card. We don't really care about hitting him for one more.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno.
Yeah, light up the night. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3. It's a janky way to win, but we'll take it. One janky red deck against another janky red deck. 2-0 so far, if we count the early concession. Another player on a janky red deck. In game 3. Like, interesting. Lands and spells. We're gonna keep this. Hope to draw a little gas. Always have the question of early Charming Scoundrels, what to do with them when I don't have anything. Here we are, back to red, which makes this question again a little bit harder. Maybe we get some help from the top of our deck. That is not helpful from a clarity perspective. I think we're gonna run out a Requisitioner. No play there. Now I kind of wish I had played the Scoundrel. We're probably going to play both of the others in this case, so... maybe we start by bashing. Oh, that was dumb. This probably would have... I'm not sure what we're going to do with Charming Scoundrel here. I'm not even 100% sure we're going to play Charming Scoundrel here. I might play the other Requisitioner and then bolt off the Kamano Faces Kakazan flip. Yeah. I don't see needing treasure tokens quite yet. If we're able to... okay, yeah. If they're going to bolt off this dude, now is when we want them to do it. So we get our treasure token. Etching of Kamano. Okay, so we got Godric. There's nothing we can do about that here. But we will bolt off Etching. We could technically Koth the Godric. But I'm inclined not to. I'm inclined to just go up. I'm not sure that's correct, but let's see. Can we do this? We cannot. Yeah, because they could, you know, if they just have a bolt, they could bolt Requisitioner. I don't know. I'm not sure what the right play is here. I'm actually going to remove Godric. I don't know if this is right. And I'm not going to attack. Maybe a little bummed if they just burn off Koth, but it's still 2 for 1. Having another one just, yeah, if they play another creature, will be sad. Yeah, play with fire is what I expected. I mean, they could have done that with Foundry too, but it's unfortunate I don't have a lightning strike here. It's a great play. Glittering Stockpile is not looking like the best. Oh, there's the lightning strike. Sad face. Okay, so I guess maybe I don't want to do that. Because I'm gonna have stockpile, but maybe just burn that guy off right now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. All right. I mean, can technically do both, and I think I'm going to, just because I'd like to draw a card. This card, then draw. Not the best. Not the worst. Just fires up Mistress Foundry. I am fine with that. I'll just take 2 here. All about it. That's all I've got to worry about. Yeah, let's exile the top, see if we hit something. All the regret. So unfortunate. We're gonna keep bashing. So close to Jaya. Jaya would be nice there because the 2 of them work reasonably well together. I have a tendency to hit things I can't play, just good cards I can't play off of Chandra. Usually I wait, but there's only value I get otherwise is a 1 point of damage. Even if Chandra just soaks up a little damage here and maybe takes a card, it'd be the worst.
Payback's gonna be spicy.
We're at a counter to Blast Zone. Not opposed to losing Charming Scoundrel, and if they play another 2 mana cost card, I might just blow it up. Okay, Light Up the Night is interesting. It could get more and more interesting. So we're gonna look at the top of the deck. I don't really want to Light Up the Night Felden if I can avoid it. Okay, so play with fire. Ugh, I don't really want to be doing that to him either. I might just let it go. I think I play this turn, right? Cast it this turn. Do I shoot Feld and just give him 2 cards to look at? I don't love that. I'd almost rather keep the Felden and just like, here you go, play with fire, and I'll see what's on top of my deck. I don't need any more mountains. So I think I'm just gonna pass. Well, just want to keep doing a tiny bit of damage. Nah. Well, maybe I do, because maybe I just blow up Blast Zone. That is a way to get rid of Felden. Just in case, I'd like to keep Chandra around. So I'm going to keep Charming Scoundrel back as the potential blocker for, I don't know, whatever might come off the top. Maybe they play another Godric. 4 cards in hand. I wonder what the heck they are. Okay, well.
Can't douse these flames.
Yeah, so this is interesting. I'm gonna get to chump off the Mistress Foundry and then blow up Blast Zone. So we're gonna block here. We're gonna add 1 mana using this thing, and we're going to Blast Zone. Okay, Brotherhood's End is about the worst card I could draw there, I think. It's a 1-of that does nothing. Like, Koth I will take here. We're probably just gonna go up, 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 hopefully out of reach. Whatever the heck this guy can attack with. Yeah, that's it. That's okay. Chandra did her job. Really ended up getting me, I think, 2 cards. Plus eating the Lightning Strike. Going straight for me. Okay. Well, we're going to keep going up. Let's see, from 10, I think it's not terribly likely we die the next turn. I don't have too many options here anyway, so we're just going to search for a mountain again. And we're going to go light up the night for 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And hope we don't die. Because if we don't, we have 1. 3, 4. I mean, a pair of lightning strikes kills us. Lightning strike plus the monstrosity. I forget the name of that card, but monstrous pump spell, monstrous roll pump spell. Hopefully they go for Koth. Hearing his ultimate. Yeah, okay, GG's. Nice. Even if they remove him.
I'm tougher than you.
Fair game. Well, this is a little bit of a slow roll, but we're going to do it. Okay, now I have regret for not just firing it off. 5, 6, plus all those. And let's do this. This for 7, holding up lightning strike just in case. I don't think there's any life gain in red. Never know. Alright, we're at 3-0. 3-0 playing all reds in Diamond Tier 2. We've played 3 different red decks, and none of them have been mirrors. Red Light District going into Game 4. Planning on playing 5, so I guess we're already at a winning record if we count that first janky win where our opponent conceded on the early side. Shrimp Fist. Like it. Okay. It's not a great opening hand. Be more inclined to keep this on the draw, but if we just don't draw lands and our opponent's like on any version of like control or slow deck, this is awful. Well, we've been greedy so far with our hand keeps. We have, let's see, 8 early creatures. That would be good draws here, plus 22 lands. And if they're on an aggro play, we at least have a Light Up the Night and a couple of Lightning Strikes. Shrimp Fist. Restless Cottage is the low. This is the last card we wanted to draw, and Restless Cottage is the last land I wanted to see on turn 1. This card is really good against us. It eats our Light Up the Nights out of the yard, which is super annoying. Oh, geez, Deep Cavern Bat. They're going to see the hand, too. Yeah, it's fine. Kind of doesn't matter what he's grabbing. I probably just bolt him. Yeah. This one's not looking good for our hero. Let's see. In this case, I might just wait and Light Up the Night. I don't know. This deck plays Shieldred, where I might need Light Up the Night, and I just hope I get lucky and get some lands or one of these early creatures. Not a Koth. Being punished for the greed on the hand keep. Deep Cavern Bat again. I'm still there's Lightning Strike. There's just not too many other uses for Lightning Strike in this match. Other than, I guess, Glissa. Maybe I'd be upset if they Glissa next turn. Man, we've drawn rather poorly. Any land or any of those early creatures would be nice. Sorin is not as bad as Shieldred here, but it's not good either. Okay, so at least we have Chandra dressed to kill.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Just the Restless Cottage, though, just plays the land and fires up Restless Cottage. Like, we just have the hardest time beating them. We are playing 3 copies of Field of Ruin, but not having one right now is a problem. We now have all of those. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sentinel City. I like this magic card. There's the Glissa. Okay, so we're gonna get here. Not even sure where to go, but well, I guess I am. We're just gonna plus Koth. My dog is trying to force her way into the arena. I mean, I guess eventually being able to play 3 copies of Chandra might give us the tiniest bit of a chance here. Although, like, Sentinel in the Nameless City is really close to getting out of range. Hi, Fran. You want to be on Twitch TV? And Soren is about to ultimate. I mean, that is just one play. You could fire this up, bash me. Not going. Sentinel now up to 6 toughness is hard to deal with. Can't Koth it. Like, arguably I need to do something about Soren. because Soren plus an attack and I'm just dead. So as annoying as it is, we're gonna 4 at Soren.
Can I help you?
All the Restless Cottages. Maybe I should be playing 4 copies of Field. Played against this earlier today, and it just wrecked me. Just eating the light up the nights. There are ways that you can just light up the night with a Chandra and from the yard, even when they're at. Or I think they need to be at 16. Charming Scoundrel doesn't help a ton. I guess we can plus a Chandra and cast a Charming Scoundrel. I guess I need him to keep using all of his land so he can't eat food, because if they eat foods, we just straight up die. I don't know that I care about Soren at 3. So I think the play is going to be Chandra plus
Enough talking. Let's do this.
into Charming Scoundrel.
Let's go.
Charming Scoundrel is just going to make a treasure token? Sure. And then hopefully block. They can just cut down the Charming Scoundrel and then kill Chandra, Hope's Beacon, and we'll have gotten nothing out of it. Yep, there we go. Anoint with Affliction. Same difference, I suppose. Now they can fire up that land yet again. Yeah, interesting. I got 1 here. But I can now top deck and win. Can I? Maybe. Okay, well, I didn't get there.
Times call for dire
But I can remove. Let's see. Lightning Strike currently lets me remove Sentinel of the Nameless City. So I think I'm just going to search for something else that I can cast next turn. I could also just -6 and hit this and that. I mean, I guess I could -6 and hit here and here. That might be the play. Here, here. Because now if we hit our namesake card, we just win off the top. And it does let me play Koth. It's a little convenient.
You're not with I'll shake the earth itself.
Yeah, some sort of like protect the dude spell, we're dead. And 1 more land and you'd be able to use 2 Restless Cottages. Hopefully it casts something here. Oh, yeah, you got that. You can protect this Restless Cottage. We're dead. Can't. any of our top 6 cards are light up the night. This assumes he plays something instead of holding up mana for foods. We need Shrimp Fist here to cast something. How about that Glissa? That Glissa looks really appealing. If they hadn't had Restless Cottage, they've been dead already because we would have been able to use this Light Up the Night from earlier. Oh man, going for food. This Shrimp Fist is a wise Magic player. Jaya is interesting. So I probably need to remove this vampire, as annoying as that is, but I probably have got a Koth off the vampire. Just because I can't take any damage. And I need to be able to kill a Restless Cottage. So perhaps that was wrong. Perhaps I should have first exiled the top 5. I need... I didn't hit anything. Regret there. So I think we're going to play Jaya. Plus the Jaya.
Of course you should fight fire with fire.
Sequencing was a little off there, but should have held full control too. I mean, if they just remove the token and bash, it is game over.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
In fact, Deep Cavern Bat. Yeah. Now they'll at least be able to see what we have. They'll either know they have the win or not. Got removal from my little dude. Is he gonna survive as a chump blocker? Well, survive until chump blocking. Got it? Oh, Virtue of Persistence. I know it's kind of a slow roll, but what can you do? Alright, we're at 3-1 now. Definitely have a hard time with that land. See if we can eke out 4-1. Red Light District. Ari. Right. This is an interesting hand. I don't love it. I would just like to have one of these games where I have an early creature play and Planeswalker. Hasn't happened yet. Nari is deep in the tank, thinking about what to do. Are we really going to play another red? And we're going to be playing Monastery Swiftspear on the draw. Not looking good for our 4-1. First the Adversary. Alright, well, we're going to get one of them. Actually, a little bit questionable. Monastery Swiftspear is harder to deal with long term, but Bloodthirsty Adversary represents more power on board every turn. it's more predictably easy to remove Bloodthirsty Adversary. So as annoying as it is, we're gonna do Monastery Swiftspear. But what we like a way we absolutely lose here is just getting blown out trying to remove something. Ooh, Urbrask's Forge. I love this card. I've got a brood for this. Unfortunately, it's really bad for us here because I don't have any way to get rid of it. And Chandra Dress to Kill would just represent eating the damage. So we're going to go here and we try to get the Hope's Beacon earlier. Or do we try to remove the 2/2? I'll probably regret this, but probably end up eating a removal spell. They're gonna use that 3 mana. Oh, okay, Lightning Strike. We're dead next turn as of right now. Almost assuredly dead, like regardless. I think my play here is gonna, hopefully I'm able to bait them a little bit, giving them an extra target and playing
Without the sun, I'll light your way.
Charming Scoundrel.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
They're probably not dumb. They're just gonna go straight for the face. I mean, they literally have the game. Now they way have the game. Squeak. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Didn't make it 4-1. Don't like that we've just played a lot of red. Got a few minutes left here, so we're gonna go one more. Go 4-2 or 3-3, either way. Nobody wants to battle in the arena. Abnormally long wait time. Oh, go. Made a press cancel. It's an interesting avatar. Yes. Okay, so this is what I've been asking for. Creature and a planeswalker. So we're gonna keep this and see how it goes. And just hope we're not playing red again. Okay, this is at least something we haven't played. Dark Slick Shores is a color combination we've not seen. I don't know if it's good or bad for us, but Spyglass Siren. Deep Cavern Bat. Doesn't want the Deep Cavern Bat. Alright. We're gonna play... Not even 100% sure I want to play Requisitioner here. And it's just because I want to play Celestus or Chandra next turn, and I'd love to be able to attack with Sardian Cliffstomper on 4. So we're going to play the Cliffstomper. And it's likely to get cut down or something anyway. Riveteers Requisitioner at least has more utility later in the game with the Blitz. All of it's pretty bad against that. Let's see. I don't really want to be blocking here, so Chandra just gets eaten later, fortunately. So we're gonna run out Celestus. There's the unfortunate cut down for our Cliffstomper. I really like Preacher of the Schism too. This is a cool card. Okay, so Charming Scoundrel is at least something we could block. Preacher with Keep Chandra alive. I don't know whether I want to draw a discard or to make token.
Oh, I've never crashed a wedding like this before. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
I'm gonna discard draw. They at least have to do something now to remove Chandra. Either like burn a spell on Charming Scoundrel or play a creature and activate a schooner and send everybody at Chandra, in which case I would just let it go. Chandra is a consideration on board now. Everybody's going to Chandra. Yeah. Did her job.
Wow, not even a gift bag.
We're gonna need some help from the top of our deck because these preachers are hard to deal with. That is not the help that we need. So I could Riveteers Requisitioner as a bolt. I think we're gonna do it. We're not winning a race, but okay, Light of the Night isn't great here, but having lightning strikes. There's a virtual 8 if I strike, and if I would really hate that I'm letting him get like both effects here. This is kind of interesting because if he ends up drawing for all this stuff because of Yawgmoth, I might be able to just win by double bolting and lighting up the. These little. That's what's really awful is like getting those 1/1 tokens means I'm not going to be able to bash with this Charming Scoundrel, which might end up being the difference. Make disappear. Oh, he's able to draw to make disappear. Whew. I don't know. I'm not sure. Unless he just casts something else. 2, 3, 5. I'm just gonna hope he plays something else. I mean, I could block a schooner and shoot it, but if he holds up, make disappear, I'm just dead. I'm gonna just hope he plays something, I think. I'm gonna draw a boatload of cards. again. Well, he didn't draw the Make Disappear. Might have won. But think of a way to get out of. We're gonna end up there anyway. 6. This is a pop out, but what can you do? There's always the possibility they just misclick on the Make Disappear. That's about the only strategy we have left here. Unfortunate. Well, it's been fun. Debating running one more. I almost forget the record now. Nogs. It's Avatar. Okay. If this was on the play, we'd have a great hand. We're going to keep this. This is the best opening hand we've had. We're playing against Domain, very probably. See on turn 2 here, but Jetmir's Garden is most often played in Domain. Ooh, maybe not. Gallagreators. Oof, saucy. We're going to just remove that mofo. Yep, we're going to run out here with our Charming Scoundrel. We're going to make a treasure token and get our beats on. This is what we want to be doing. It's a little early, but I feel good about this one. Cemetery Prowler. Very saucy. We could remove Cemetery Prowler with Light of the Night. Or cast Koth. We'd be letting him cast 5. Battlefield or attacks. One less. I don't often play against Cemetery Prowler. Not sure whether the play is Koth plus, or just remove this guy with Light of the Night. I think I'm going to remove this guy with Light of the Night. I don't really want him playing that, like, janky dragon. Then I have to deal with the janky dragon. And there's another Cemetery Prowler. Well, this time I can just Koth and remove Cemetery Prowler. Really? Okay. He didn't get Light of the Night. That's been happening so often. I don't know why the heck he chose that. Instant. Maybe he's got an instant he wants to play? What? Yeah, legend. This is some pretty janky stuff to be seeing in Virtue of Courage. We played some pretty janky decks for Diamond. Usually we see a lot of the same stuff over and over again. I'm here for it. I like Geological Appraiser. I'm glad to see that. Let's see, what are we doing here? Can't play Chandra. Light of the Night doesn't do us a whole lot of good. I think I'm gonna like use this as a bolt. I do this somewhat often. We're getting close to the point where we could win, and I feel like if they play something hasty and go after Koth, it's fine. But I don't know. I'd like to keep Koth. So let's be a little protective. Play with fire plus Charming Scoundrel seems reasonable defense for Koth. I don't know how much that extra single point of damage would make a difference. Single points of damage do add up. Okay, we've got Quint. Blessing discovered. Oh, okay. Resting. Pass to attackers. We're gonna go ahead and bolt this off. I think. Bolt this off. This bolt counts twice next turn with Chandra. I think we're gonna bolt this off now. I'll watch the single point of damage, which would be the difference between winning and not winning here. On this turn, because we can plus Koth, which we're almost assuredly doing. So Koth's at 5. Chandra can go to 7. Yeah, I think he's just dead, right? I mean, oh, except I don't have enough mana to cast it. I'm gonna be 1 short. That is unfortunate. I don't know that well, let's see. Gain Drain could be a little annoying. Is there any other way I can just get rid of that guy? No. I guess not. Yeah, I'd probably just go here. We'll add 2 mana in any combination of reds. Play this guy as a bolt yet again. And I think I just want to keep him off. I don't know. Maybe we'll go all in over here, because I think otherwise it's just dead if Chandra lives until the next turn. If Chandra doesn't live until the next turn, then I want this Quint as close to being dead as possible. Celestus is not very helpful. So close to just winning right there. I can't think of too many ways for him to get out of this. Token, it's fine. Yeah, okay, you're just dead. So the plus.
I'll never forget the whole lot.
Good mountain. Play the mountain. Plus. Red. Let's see. Any way you could gain life? Not that I can think of. So we'll just do this for 9. Well, let's go to 10. Just can't do anything. Nope. There. This is what we wanted to do all day. So I'm glad we played this last one. So I think that has us finishing 4-2, or maybe it's 4-3. I don't know. We're about the same place where we started, so probably 4-3. That'll do it for the night. We'll pop over to the deck real quick just to see if there's anything that our experience here would suggest we change. And I have not loved Celestus. If I could play more Charming Scoundrels, more Riveteers Requisitioners, I would. I don't think Sardian Cliffstomper is maybe even worth those 2 cards. So probably just revisit a few of these. Glittering Stockpile was, I think, good once. Yeah, so this deck I'm experimenting with mostly because I think next format it could just be Boros. It doesn't work as well with Koth, who I love a lot in this deck, but the return of Lightning Helix makes me think Chandra, Hope's Beacon. We'll have fun with that. So we're going to wrap up. See you next time.